Am I in frame? I can barely tell. I think I am. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Daily Nail. I'm Tara, your long forgotten, long lost host for sure. But I am here today because this polygel is probably only a week old. Like I did a layer of polygel like 2 weeks ago, and then a week after that, I put a shimmery clear layer of top polygel over that. But now, like up at the cuticles, it's like really starting to be thick, and it's not grown out too bad, but I'm not happy with how they look. So we're going to go in and file these all down. This one just has, I think, doesn't have much polygel on it, but we're going to file them all down. And I'm going to redo this polygel to match this hand here, which I did yesterday. I used iGel Beauty polygel. This color is soft pink, and it glows in the dark. It glows purple. So that's the color I used. And then I got this. I've had it for a while, but I think I got it off of I want to say Temu, but it's an Aurora top coat. It's just a flaky top coat. So I put that over it, and I kind of want to match my hands. So I thought I would do that. I did this hand yesterday, I think. I think I did it yesterday. So let me pull up the live. Hoping my friends will be here. I have a couple things I want to show you guys too. Let's see, YouTube. Give me 1 second to find the live here. No. I'm at 1.99 subscribers. So close to 2,000. All right. Thank you, whoever hit the like button. Hi, Patty. Hi, Jolene. Good morning, ladies. You didn't get notified, Patty? How'd you know to come then? I was late. I was like 7 minutes late or 8 minutes late. And I'm not high. I'm trying to get there, but we can chat well. So you guys, look, this is this ring right here is, it's an old mine cut, which is what Taylor Swift's engagement ring is. Hers is more of like a rectangle. Mine's more square. But it's the same cut. So it's got like these large facets. And then the culet, which is the hole in the bottom, is like bigger than on like a brilliant cut stone. So this is an antique cut. It was like really popular in the mid 17th century. And then this came with it, the wedding band. It was a set. And those are also old mine cut stones there. So that's what I'm rocking. I haven't tested the stones yet either with my diamond tester. Oh, and then I wanted to show you guys. I know I showed Patty. Thank you, Jolene. Yeah, I like I'm in love with it. This ring right here, Jolene, these are diamonds. These are lab diamonds. This ring is regularly priced right now. It's only $39.90 if you buy it in sterling silver. If you wanted it in gold, it's like $280 something. That's for 10 carat. It's like $100 more than that for 14 carat. But I got it they were having a sale, and I was able to get it for $28 for diamonds. So I thought that was a really good deal. They have another sale coming up in November, AliExpress and Kualolit, who is the jeweler. So it'll be on sale again, and I'm gonna buy more because I know people I can give them as a gift to. And I wanted to show this ring to Brandis because it's a radiant cut, and that's what Brandis got was a radiant cut. It doesn't look that big. That's actually a 4 carat, but I this is my first radiant cut stone. It's different. The facets are different. They're softer. The flashes are like the sparkles it gives off. Are like a softer, more muted flash. That's my doggy barking. It's all right, girl. She heard a high pitched sound outside. It's okay. Come here. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry. All right. So, and this is my right hand. It's gonna be harder to use my e-file on this hand. Let me hit this. Talk to me while I hit this. Hopper. Jolene, did I tell you we got a dog? It was our old neighbors moved to Connecticut. They bought a house, but now they're moving back. And while they were living in the house, they got 2 dogs and a cat. But now they're moving back and they're staying with her father for a while, so they couldn't take their animals. So they asked if we would take her. So she's 3. She's she's a terrier mix, but she's definitely part Jack Russell. She looks just like it. She's pretty big. She's a medium-sized dog. Biggest dog I've ever had. I mean, we've been getting her like treats and trying to figure out what she likes to eat and stuff. She wasn't eating the dry food they sent. So we've been like, buying things here and there, seeing what she likes, what she doesn't like. Of course, she likes the wet food. But she's like, I said to Nick yesterday, I'm like, she loves me the most. I'm like, and he's like, I know. I said, I've never had a dog love me the most. And he's like, it's weird for me. Because our other 2 dogs were boys and they loved me, but like Nick did most of the walking them and they were just more attached to him. But if he comes around, she'll bark at him until like he comes over and pets her. She just barks. You're a good girl. Okay, now I'm gonna do my nail show. I need you to behave. Yeah, you'll be a good girl. Want to say hi? You want to see her, you guys? Hold on. Can you see her? Oh, she walked away. Forget it. She walked away. All right, am I in frame? Yeah, okay. Yeah, she's a girl. Her name's Hopper. So what she said was that if we fall in love with her, they're not gonna obviously make us give her back. That's what she said. But if we don't want to keep her, they'll take her back when they find an apartment. They're saving up money for a place while they stay with her father. Oh, guess what, Jolene? Dominic's got a girlfriend, his first girlfriend. It's that girl, Lily, that he's been talking to. Now, she's the one who owned this dog. So the way they were family, they lived next door to us for a long time, many years. And so Lily, the daughter, they have a daughter and a son who's just graduated high school. And Lily is a year younger than Dominic. She's in 8th grade. So what I'm doing here, just so you guys know, is I'm filing up by the cuticles just to thin it down a little bit before I take out my e-file. So she would always come over. We had a big trampoline, a pool. So she would always come over, go swimming, go on the trampoline, come over and play with Dominic outside. We would go hiking. I would take her hiking with us. They went to the trampoline park together. They just, they grew up as friends. And then 5 years ago, they moved to Connecticut. They bought a house and moved to Connecticut. And we lost touch with them. Occasionally, on Facebook or something, I would talk to the mother, you know what I mean? But so then the mother reached out to me and, said they were moving back and stuff. And so I had given Lily Dominic's number and they started talking from there, And it was just weird because Dominic, he has friends he talks to, but this was going back all the time, talking, texting, And I said to Nick, I give it a month. I bet they're together. I bet they're boyfriend, girlfriend. He's like, what? And I'm like, whoa. They're at the right age, And then Friday after school, Dominic and I were watching Dexter. And Dominic's like, well, you were right. And I thought he was talking about the TV show, And I'm like, about what? And he's like, me and Lily. I'm like, I was. I'm like, you guys are together? And he's like, yeah. He's like, since yesterday. He's like, I didn't want to say anything this morning, so I waited to tell you. Oh, it's cute. I've never had a son with a girlfriend before. This is all new to me. I feel like these are so thick up at the cuticle area. Isn't it cute? So I kind of figured she'd come over this weekend, but she didn't. Dominic asked me if I would message her mother and ask if she could come over because she was too nervous to ask her. And she's been over the last couple of weeks. I was mad though. I did her nails Polygel last weekend because she was starting school on Monday. So I did them on Saturday for her. A whole set. It took me 2 hours to do them, you know what I mean? And she wanted stilettos, so I had to shape them and everything. Then decorate them. The next day, she had taken them all off. So I told Dominic, I said, I'm not doing her nails anymore. I just spent 2 hours and the next day she pulled them off. I'm not doing them anymore. My polygel doesn't come off, What is the girl doing to it? I think she picks at it. She must be. No, I didn't take pics either. Both times, I've done them twice for her, and both times they were off. The first time they lasted longer before she picked them off. She's like, but it's okay though, because I got a set of press-ons to wear. Oh, okay then. You know what I mean? Ugh. So I was telling Patty, Jolene, Nick woke up. Well, last night it was bothering him, but he was itchy. And he woke up, his eyes are all swollen and everything. He's got poison ivy all over his face. He's not even sure. I think that's what he said to me, Patty, is that he went pee in the woods, when he was walking home, he had to pee or something, I think. But yeah, I told him to call the doctor, she can call in some prednisone for him. He's really allergic to poison ivy. He gets it a lot. All right, let's go with my e-file. I'm just afraid because I'm using my left hand, I'm gonna hurt myself. But before we do that, let's test my rings with my diamond tester. I want to test, I haven't even tested this ring, the diamond band. $28. Yeah, I got one for my sister-in-law. I'm gonna give it to her for Christmas, but I want to get one for my mother-in-law too. And Patty, I want to get one for Patty. I didn't test the radiant ring, and I haven't tested these two rings. So I figured we could do it. You guys don't mind, do you? Turn it all the way up. Turn it all the way down. I just gotta wait for it to warm up, and that light will turn on when it's ready. This ring here is supposed to be 6 carats. The card said it's 6.16. I can get it off. I got a 5 3/4 instead of a 6. I love those chunky facets you can see right in the center there. I don't know how good if you can see straight down. I'm not even sure if I'm in frame. Oh yeah, I am. But there is a hole straight down in the center that's called the culet. And then the table is the top. And this type of cut, the old mine cut, usually has a small table. All right, this is ready. Let's test these stones here first. So this will beep if it's moissanite or diamond. These stones here are 3.5 millimeters. That's what they are. These here are 2.5. Whoop. But I mean, you can't tell the difference between this and moissanite. They look the same, especially at this size. I think you have to have a trained eye to tell the difference between, I'm talking about larger size stones, you know what I mean? Unless you're like around diamonds all the time or you're a jeweler, you can't tell the difference between diamond and moissanite. Let's test this radiant ring. Put this back on. So this one, yeah, you can see it's in a bezel setting. So it's got the bezel going around it, but then it's open here all around. And you want that open to let light in, right? So that's what that is. And then if you flip it upside down, it's open underneath. It's a really deep stone. Like I would say it's at least a 1/2 inch, from top to the point at the bottom. So yeah, I'm super excited about this one. And actually it's engraved on the inside. It says Nick and Tara 7/24/04, which is our wedding date. I might end up swapping out this ring for my eternity band though, because this just has 5 stones on it. I don't know. Okay, that was fun. Janet, Brandis, hi. Hi, yes, Brandis, I was waiting for you. Yes, this is moissanite. This is an old mine cut. So old mine cuts were like popular in the 1600s, like in the mid 17th century. But that's the kind of ring that Taylor Swift just got from Travis Kelce. Hers is an old mine cut. It's a cushion cut, right? And these are old mine moissanite. This is my Radiant Ring Brandis Moissanite. This right here, this band is diamonds. This band is regularly priced $39.90 or 39 something. But I got it on sale for $28. It's in sterling silver, obviously. So it's more if you want it in gold, But I wore this just so I could show you my radiant ring. I love it. I love like the softer facets in it and the dispersion of light. It's different from other cuts that I have, It's not like anything else that I have. So it's very unique, the cut. But I really like the chunky facets in this. I love chunky facets. And they're irregular facets too, so it's not like this perfectly cut ring, These were all, I'm sure this was cut by machine, but back in the day they were cut by hand, so every ring is unique, the facets would be. Janet, missed you. Brandis, I'm sorry I didn't message you back. I still to right now have been wanting to message you back. It wasn't on purpose. I felt so bad, you guys, I still do. I still feel bad. Oh, look us, I got this magnet. You stick your finger in here. It's for cat eye. I don't know how strong the magnets are. It says 5D there, but you rest your finger and it's supposed to give you velvet nails. I don't want to do this. I'm doing this with my left hand, you guys, so. I'm going to file this down as thin as I can. I want to try and match this hand to this hand. I did this one yesterday with Polygel and a flaky gel topper. I have such a hard time just going evenly on my nails, though. Especially, I'm better at it with my right hand, but with my left hand, look, I have like a little divot right here. I do think this nail is kind of like bulging out at the side, though. Just thick. Maybe I should hand file, I don't know. I was able to file down this hand really good. So I'll tell you guys, so every month I meet with my primary care doctor and she prescribes me, I'm on Suboxone, so I get that from her every month. And then I also have a psychiatric nurse practitioner who prescribes my bipolar medication and my antidepressants and my anxiety medication. And then my primary care doctor prescribes my nausea medication, my migraine whatever. So every couple years, my psychiatric nurse will leave the practice and they'll assign me a new. And so then I'll have to go in and meet the new nurse and go through my whole story. Now, and I've been going to this clinic for like 12 years now. So it's a lot of history to go through from 1998 until now, you know. My very first nurse practitioner, she was awesome. My psychiatric nurse practitioner, she was cousins with John Krasinski from The Office. Her name was Vanessa Krasinski, but she went into private practice. So then, so I've had like 5 or 6 different ones. So my last one, I didn't even have her for even a year. So now I have a new one. I had to go into the office the other day to meet her. And they've been asking me, like my primary doctor's been asking me, you know, if I wanted to get back into therapy. And I was like, no, I'm fine. You're my therapist, I would say to her, you know. But they kind of pushed it the other day when I was there. So I was like, okay. All right. So now they assign me a new therapist, and I got to actually, my appointment with her will be on the phone. So that's good. But it's like in October. But in the meantime, the psychiatric nurse, like, I'm actually, well, I should say I've gotten better at like, you know, like realizing things about myself and, you know, knowing things I shouldn't do, things I should do, right? I know I shouldn't withdraw when I'm feeling depressed. You know, like I know all that stuff. It doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. But anyway, so I have more insight than maybe some other people because I've been in therapy for a long time, you know. I mean, I had to get over blaming myself for my boyfriend's death. That was like, you know, 2 weeks after my oldest son when he was diagnosed with cancer. I was on the phone with my boyfriend and he was at his boss's house and they were partying. And he told me he snorted heroin. He's like, I didn't like it. I feel sick. I threw up. And I was so mad at him, right? Like, heroin, that's like hard drug, you know what I mean? And like, I was so mad at him. And we got into an argument and like, I said, fuck you. And I hung up the phone on him. So then he called his mother and asked her if she would go pick him up. And so she pulled up out front of the house. It was like on a busy street. So she pulled up on the side and he had to cross the street to get to her car. And he got hit by a car when he was crossing the street. And he died. So, and that happened 2 weeks after my son like was diagnosed with cancer. And I never really got to like grieve properly because I was focused on my child, you know, like, and I also blamed myself a lot for a long time. Like if I had stayed on the phone with him for 5 seconds longer, he would have been 5 seconds later calling his mother. She would have arrived 5 seconds later. That car would have already been passed or whatever, you know, just all those what ifs. And it took me a long time to realize like it wasn't my fault. And not only that, like he wouldn't want me to like blame myself either, you know, to live that way. Something even weirder that happened to me about that was I worked at Kmart at the time when all that happened. I worked at Kmart and I was in there and I was straightening up a shelf in like the Band-Aid aisle. And there was a guy next to me and he started talking to me. He thought I was cute. He was trying to hit on me. And he asked me my name and I told him my first name. And I asked him his name and he told me, I don't remember the name. And it's probably my brain protecting me, but I don't remember the name. But I was like, oh, where are you from? And he told me where he was from. And I'm like, what's your last name? And when he told me, it was the guy who hit Lou, my boyfriend. He was a young man too. He wasn't an older man. He was by our age, you know what I mean? But literally the guy who hit him. And I'm like, I was Lucas Stanza's girlfriend. And his face like went white. And he was like, oh my God. He's like, I got to go. And he said he was sorry. He was so sorry. I asked him what happened that night. He said he couldn't talk about it. His lawyer said we couldn't talk about it. Is that something like that to happen? Ooh, I'm sweating because of all the talking I'm doing. Brandish, you're good though. Even with everything you got on, like I have so much admiration for you because even with everything, you don't do that. You don't like, you might disappear for a day or something, but how do you do it? I can't even get myself to go onto Instagram. Christy messaged me like 6 days ago. I haven't even responded to her. Ooh, I gotta put my fan on. It got hot here again, you guys. It was so nice and cool for like 2 weeks, like in the low 70s. Now all of a sudden it's like high 70s, 80s. Yeah, I feel like I have definitely more control doing this by hand, but oh my God, I'm only on my second finger. I think this is kind of worn. Let me see if I can find a better. Here's a new file. Let's try this one. Oh, and if any of you guys joined late, we got a dog. We're rehoming a dog, and Dominic got a girlfriend, Lily, the girl he's been talking to for weeks. The one who came over. She used to be our neighbor. Hold on, I gotta wipe the sweat off of me, you guys. She used to be our neighbor. They've known each other since they were like 4 and 5 years old, if not even younger. Okay. We check comments. Hi, Ignacy. So doing the nails is a struggle for you, Brandis? It has been for me too. I think that's part of why I've been doing polygel. You know what I mean? I can just set it and forget it. Oh, Janet. Remember a few weeks back, I was talking about this commercial I saw for an ad for this spray. You spray it in your shower and you just leave it and it cleans your shower for you. It's called like, oh my God, I forget now. It's like spray it and forget it, or it's like something like that. And you just do it once a week, and it's supposed to keep your shower clean, your tub clean. I keep seeing the ad on YouTube for it. All right, so we're thinning out this polygel. Ooh, it's thick. I'm wearing 2 layers of it. That's why, you guys. And the way I ended up doing these yesterday was once I filed and cleaned up my cuticle areas. Yeah, see, they're not growing out too much. I just used forms and dual forms and put a thin layer and went over them to get an even color, which is what I was hoping to do with these. But I don't know. Okay. I'll just push more, use more pressure, get through this quicker. My honey's home from work today. He's got poison ivy all on his face, you guys. Like his eyes are swollen shut. What's been going on with all of you? Has Kay been sick, Brandis? Thank you for hitting the like button, you guys. Do you have ADHD, Brandis? Have you ever been tested for it? So my therapist, my psychiatric nurse seems to think that I might not even have bipolar, and that what I need to focus on is PTSD, my PTSD, and like dealing. I don't know how you deal with that. There's no pill for PTSD. I wish. Oh, maybe she'll put me on. What is it? What's Special K called? I can't think of the name. Ketamine? Maybe I can ask about ketamine therapy. Has anybody heard from Chastity? All right, we're getting there. All right, I think I'm going to use my e-file now to thin out. Yeah, see how thick it is up here? Brandis, this diamond ring is the one I was telling you about because you were looking for a ring. It's not an eternity band. There's like 13, I think, stones on it. So it just goes, side to side, sits flush. And if you wait until their 11/11 sale in November, you'll be able to get it for $20-something. Patty, did you hear anything from your dad yet? Patty's father went to the hospital. He scored a goal and blocked a goal. I didn't even know he was playing soccer. Like on a regular team? You haven't heard from Chastity, Janet? His ear was bleeding? Inside? Yeah, you could totally wear that. They have, he's got other bands too. He's got another one. It's like kind of like a swirl though. This is his most plain diamond band. They sell loose stones on Ally too, and 1 carat diamonds, a loose diamond, $114. That's it. I don't know what I do with it. But if anybody was interested and then could have it set, you know what I mean? They even sell like settings, like with the ring with the setting and the prongs, and you put the stone in and then you just fold the prongs over, you know what I mean? Bend the prongs. Pretty cool. All right, I'm just working on the cuticles, like trying to thin them, and I'm getting there. This one's real thin. You can see through all the way down. Hey, I want to tell you guys about this. These two YouTubers I've been watching. They're two women. In their, I think they're in their 40s. I think one of them might be 51. But they're like wine moms, you know. They're from Oklahoma, born and raised. They still live in Oklahoma. But they're left leaning, you know, but they come with the perspective of being around Republicans all the time, you know, and they don't always talk politics, but a lot has been politics. So they have a podcast, and then they released short bits, you know, on YouTube. It's called I've Had It. It's the I've Had It podcast. Janet, you would like them. They're really good. You guys should check them out. Their names are Jen and Pumps. Pumps is her nickname. Her name's Angie, I think. But Jen was on a Bravo show, and she's an interior designer by trade. I don't know what. Oh, and Pumps is a lawyer. They're funny. They're smart. They make a lot of sense. And they're really like making waves. Becoming popular. They call out people like Democrats if they take, you know, money from AIPAC, the Israel lobby, and stuff like that. They're good. Plus, like, they're good at educating people too. Because you can't count on the media to educate you. Their own, do you know our media companies like TV? It is only 5 companies that run them. That's why, like, you know, and I'm even like, you know, they own newspapers now. And they're trying to consolidate it even more, merge even more, so that it would be down to 3 companies. One of them is Sinclair, which is very right wing. Oh, yeah. All right. This is all coming off now, so that's good. So the best thing we can do, you guys, is anybody who supports fascism, don't give them your money. That's where you got to hit them where it hurts. All right. So you can you guys see here, the polygel is gone. Okay. All right. Wow, I wore out this file really quick, you guys. That's one thing. Polygel wears out files, and I'm sure acrylic does too, way more than like dip. Have you guys noticed that before? No, she's blonde, but she was an interior designer on a Bravo show, but I never watched the show. I didn't know who Jen was until till I started watching her on YouTube, Jolene. The name of the show, the podcast is I've Had It. So you can either listen to the whole podcast or just find them on YouTube. They're good. Because they're just like regular moms, you know what I mean? They just this nail's still a little thick. I want to thin it out. The rest of them look good, I think. I think we're going to bring down the length too. I did shorten these a little. Has anybody been listening to Mackenzie Sharilla and any of her jail phone calls with her mother? This is a girl who drove her car in Ohio into a wall, a building, with her boyfriend and his friend in the car. Killed the boyfriend and his friend, but of course she survived. She's only 20 and like she's probably going to be in prison for the rest of her life. All right, let's look at my hot mess. Oh my God, look at my shirt. Sorry. Okay, clean this up. Patty, did you answer me if you heard from your father? All right. Wrong hand. I don't know. I'm just pushing back my cuticles here with my glass cuticle pusher. This girl, Mackenzie Sharilla, and her mother, they talk in gibberish on the phone, which is really funny because when I was a teenager, my sister and I talked in gibberish, and our friends too. We all knew it, and we would all talk in gibberish. So like our mother, like me and my sister would do it, so our mother didn't know what we were saying and stuff. I wonder if I could. All right. I am going to do a little bit of cuticle work. I don't have a lot of space up here to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway because I feel like if I don't, like it's just gonna, my cuticle's just gonna build up in there, the skin, you know. Like I don't. When I would go for acrylic fills, I don't remember if they would do any cuticle work. It's been that long. I don't know. Yeah, see, I have all this skin up here. Cuticle nippers. Okay, that looks better. Have you guys been seeing any commercials to vote yes or vote no on Prop 50 in California? I've been getting mad ads, but I clicked on stop seeing this ad for vote no because I can't stand to see the Republicans lying about it, saying that Democrats are cheating when all they're doing is doing something to neutralize what Republicans are doing, you know. Brandis, don't forget you have to vote in November. Vote yes on Prop 50. It's so important. I wish I lived in California right now. Do you know that Trump put out this AI ad on True Social last night? It was an AI ad of him, and it came. He retweeted it or retruthed it or whatever it's called, from QAnon, and it was him talking about how every American's going to get this Medicare card, and then it shows all these super clean hospitals with all this like state of the art equipment, saying that we're going to have Medicare and every American is going to be the healthiest and strongest they've ever been, and it was all a lie. But he actually posted it, and I'm guessing somebody in his administration was like, yeah, you might want to take that one down. Such an ass. So embarrassing. If any of you guys saw his speech at the UN, oh my God. Yeah, so my doctor told me not to watch so much TV. I'm like, but politics is a passion of mine, and I feel like I have to know what's going on because I don't want to be blindsided, you know? I don't know. I've been paying so much attention that I know more that's going on than even Nick, which is rare. But I've been watching even more than him. And I watch right-wing shit, so I know what they're saying, you know what I mean? And that's what gets me so mad. And when Charlie Kirk was murdered, within an hour, all the right-wing news stations, all the right-wing influencers all had the same exact message. It was so coordinated with like the same 3-word phrases. This is war. Uh, this is the left's fault. It was just like the same phrases, like. And then even though it wasn't a leftist who did it, they're still pretending it was. When Stephen Miller spoke at Charlie Kirk's memorial that none of his family was at, like his parents, siblings, cousins, where they sold merch at a memorial, Stephen Miller got up and the speech he gave was from Joseph Goebbels, who was Hitler's propaganda minister of propaganda. So he literally gave a speech that the Nazis gave, and it got applauded. And then some called Stephen Miller a fascist, and now everybody's saying Newsom should be arrested, tried, and convicted and put in jail for calling him a fascist. Isn't that fascistic, right? Calling for that? They are fascists. So you guys, like, if anybody supports Trump, you got to like make a decision. Do you support democracy or do you support fascism? Because that's what it is. Scary shit. All right. Okay. Dehydrator. I'm gonna put a little on every nail. I don't remember them doing this at the nail salon. I just remember them using primer, but I do have a little bit of actual nail. So today we're going to be talking about the very notorious interview that took place. This is between Jeff Cobb. Nail primer from Modelons. Ground News, yes. Don't they cost money though, Ground News? That's where a lot of like the shows I watch get their news from Ground News. It shows if something's from the left, if something's from the right, and it shows how accurate it is, the likelihood of its accuracy too. Yeah. So 2014. Oh, they do have a free option, Michelle? I didn't know that. Driveway on this Tallahassee home. Now, the prosecutors would say that this murder was fueled by a bitter. Yeah, an numerical bed that cures everything. You saw it, Michelle? So over the years, investigators did uncover a murder for. I mean, they were all over Biden for his dementia, but come on, you can't say Trump. You don't think anything's wrong with Trump's brain? Not everything they say, like that he says, only I can fix things. And so many people I know who like weren't even MAGA, but just like voted for Trump because of the economy, I think we forget like Biden inherited a bad economy from Trump, you know what I mean? And he worked for 4 years to get it better. And inflation was going down and stuff. I mean, inflation is a worldwide thing, but now I think he's trying to ruin the country because he couldn't do any more if he was trying. I definitely think he's in the pocket of Putin, and they got dirt on him because what Epstein was Mossad, which is the Israeli like CIA. He was a spy for Israel. So of course they got dirt on Donald Trump. And then you got the head of the house there, MAGA Mike, who won't even put the House in session because we have a Democrat who won a race in Arizona. So now we have enough votes to release the Epstein files, but that's why they're not in session. To me personally, what I think happened is Dan got into this I'm just putting a little bit of gel base at the top of my nails here. But I have issues with, I have major issues with the Democratic Party, especially they should be doing so much more to fight right now, and they're not. They're going to do what they did last time and just be like, oh, Trump's so awful, we'll win the midterms just by virtue of him being awful and us not being Trump. But it's like Kyle Kalinske from Secular Talk says, do you want to win the midterms by 3 points or do you want to win the midterms by 13 points, Stand for something. Fight for something. Although they are fighting for the Affordable Care Act credits to remain in the budget. That's what they're fighting for. That's what they want from Republicans to pass the continuing resolution, the funding. But Republicans won't even sit down. Trump said, don't talk to them, don't meet with them, nothing. They won't sit down with Democrats. So they just want to keep the ACA credits in, keep the ACA credits and not get rid of them, because if those are gotten rid of, anybody who gets their health care from the Affordable Care Act, their insurance is going to go between $1,500 and $2,000 a month. That's what you have to pay. Like, we're headed to destruction, you guys. I wonder how long it's going to be till somebody attacks us. Alrighty. Because we're very weak. He's isolating us. The world hates us. At the UN, he said, all you countries are going to hell. Only I can fix it. I think we made such a mistake not putting him in prison after his first term, after January 6th. That was the hugest mistake. All right, let's see here. I don't want to talk about politics, though. Okay, what else can we talk about, you guys? It's a completely different story than what we see on the stand. In my opinion, my non-professional opinion, she does come across as curated. She does come across as sincere. She comes across like she has spent a lot of time. Okay, that's my thumb. Not being surprised. 6. Six. She spends a lot of time practicing being windy. She had no resilience. She would just melt down in an absolute second. I feel like something's missing here. Yeah, I'm missing something. I got this box off of Amazon. It's years old, but they're acrylic. It's called acrylic nail tips, clear. But they're dual forms, and look how many there are, and they're so, like, the sizes go from like huge to really tiny. Like, you could do a toenail if you wanted to. I'm looking for something for my middle finger here. Let's see. No, that's a 3. Okay, maybe this one. I think that's too big. All right.
That's a level of hate and rage towards somebody that's very abnormal. Look at how she was probably raised.
Who did? Your nurse's nails? They were bad?
I'm not excusing her by any means, but I'm guessing.
Wait. Brandis, she got a gel nanny? Is that what you... And they were bad? They make it hard. I wish I lived in a state where you didn't need a license to do them. Where you could just go get a job. Now I understand though, because there's stuff like I don't know about hygiene and nail conditions and stuff like that. Patty, speaking of nail conditions, I've been saying it's a light, like almost like a UV light that you hold in your hand and you put it on your nails, and it's supposed to cure like different types of fungus and stuff, I think. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I saw it. And I even read some of the reviews, and people said it worked. Like they had pictures of before and after.
So very much. This part to me is so interesting.
All right, here we go. Just got a little bit of polygel in here.
Do we believe him or not? I believe him, and this is one of the moments that makes me believe him. I've seen in comments.
So I'm using the same color, the soft pink from iGel Beauty that I have on this hand here. I want to get some more colors. I don't want any dark polygel colors because I feel like you couldn't. I mean, how would you just do do a fill on a dark color if you wanted to change the color? You know what I mean? You can't. It just seems like too hard for me. But I want some peach colors. All right.
Charlie acts as if he's her father, right? This is her brother, okay? So hearing Jeff talk about eventually I was just like,
I don't even need to go all the way down with this.
Because she'll lose it, she can't emotionally do this. So the hint why Donna is going and riding with Lindsay in Tallahassee, Miami, really, and I understand the new baby, okay, whatever, but this is how you do car trip. And if it was just that one isolated incident, that's understandable. But this was Donna and Charlie and kind of Harvey by proxy did everything for Wendy. So it's not a far stretch to see. Wendy was going crazy behind the scenes, and I think she used her behavior that she
all right. Pop it in. Yeah, this set just came today. I can't fix that ring. Not with one hand. Fix that.
In this instance, Dan was the problem.
It's Brandis. This one's kind of like the same size as the Zendaya ring. This one is like 10 by 11.5 millimeters, and the Zendaya one, the one that goes east-west, that's 9 by 11. So it's almost the same size, except this one goes up and down instead of side to side. Oops, sorry. Oh, you saw it for feet? Yeah. That's what I saw it for too, Brandis. It was for somebody's toenail. But I figure, if it works on feet, it would work on nails too, right? Oh, I got one of those light things, Brandis, for your face. But it's just like a handheld thing, and it has 7 different lights. And then when you touch it to your face, it vibrates. But I guess you're supposed to use it to rub lotion into your face. I thought it was just like a light therapy you're just supposed to use whenever on your face. But I guess it's meant to rub lotion, moisturizer into your face. Am I correct? Do any of you guys have one? I'm hoping that it's going to keep me away from wrinkles.
show Arrested Development.
Yeah, so this morning I caught up like on some political news, but yesterday I tried not to watch any. I probably did, but I've been like staying off of Facebook.
One thing about Lydia, she's very, this is where I worry about the crime. She's very easily influenced. She doesn't have much of a sense of self. When she's with Danny, she kind of became Danny's extension of Danny, attached herself to him. She did attach herself to Zach. He's in polyamory and having multiple partners. He's bisexual. I mean, so she started doing all this crazy stuff. Zach was encouraging her from what she said to have sex with lots of people, not just him. I worry about her. So to see her, and I doesn't want to be controlled, but she does want to be controlled. I mean, she
All right. These are probably going to end up being longer than we want them, but I'll just cut them down. I was telling the girls, some of you guys joined late, but I did Lily's nails for her, Dominic's girlfriend, on Saturday. She came over last Saturday, not the one that just passed, but the weekend before, because she was starting school back over here because they moved back here from Connecticut. She was starting school on Monday, so I did her nails for her. I did polygel. I filed them all into stilettos. Then she wanted like some flower decorations, so I put those on. The next day, she's on the phone with Dominic, and she says that her nails came off, that she popped them off. And she's like, but it's okay because I have a press-on set for school. I was like, oh, okay. But I told Dominic, I'm not doing her nails anymore. I spent 2 hours doing that, I feel like she didn't say thank you. I know that's not a big deal, but I feel unappreciated, you know what I mean? Like, to take that much time to do something. I thought, like, the girl's in 8th grade. Maybe I don't know. I guess she's just not old enough to.
Wendy is first and foremost married to the family before Dan. So when Dan comes in and sees the way this is going on over here with Wendy and how messed up it is.
Next. This is what they look like so far. A little wonky at the free edge, but we're going to cut those down. I don't care at all what they look like at the free edge.
So I think that somebody coming in from the outside, remember, Donna had picked him off of the website for Wendy, so it's not like she ran.
You guys saying?
Once he was in the picture, he was from the very beginning of the wedding.
No, she liked him. She picks at him. That was the second time I did them. The first time they lasted like 2 days. And the first time I did them, I didn't do cuticle prep on her because her hands were small. And so when she was picking at them and they came off after the first time when they came off in 2 days, I was like, all right, I'm like, well, next time we'll do cuticle prep. Maybe that was why. But no, it wasn't why. It's because she picks at them. She was picking them. I mean, I do more with my hands, I would think, than she does with hers, and mine are on. I do more housework and stuff, cleaning, scrubbing, that kind of stuff.
Probably managed to convince her to do a trip to St. Augustine, but we had to schedule it so that we were back.
All right.
Basically, by the time of the shoot.
So what he's talking about is, Wendy for him and his world is that I hate Tallahassee. I'm stuck here. I can't stand it. He's offering, let's get out of town. No, I can't. We have to be here. Why? It doesn't make sense. We'll hear more from him on this. But hindsight is, because the murder was taking place. If you didn't know about that, then why would you be so?
My hand's a little sticky, guys.
And this is where when you
This isn't even like completely covering it as much as it should. I could probably push it down more. All right.
What he's describing here, we'll get more into it. We're starting to get into the dynamic of him feeling like they were setting him up to take a fall, which I 100% believe they were. Okay, I think that's how the able to operate it, and they were instructing him what to do.
In the lamp.
This narrative. And
You being a good girl? We got a dog, you guys. Did I tell you? Her name's Hopper. Want to see her? Hold on. Let me see if I can show you guys. Hopper, come here, girl. Look up. There she is. Pretty girl. Who's a pretty girl? Can you guys see her?
What you're reading to is this is highly suspicious that she needs to be here on the 18th.
Oh, hi, Tara.
And I agree, it was very weird. If you also recall the day of the murder, she was having a TV repair, a TV that her brother.
You guys got to see.
Divorced president because
So she's 13, Tara.
the TV was broken. And I'm not sure if we'll hear it in this interview or not, but
Because I did use primer and dehydrator and primer, you know. I did all that.
the story was when kids did it. And repairman came. Yes, when the repairman came, just do a little, what do you think? The day of the murder, what an interesting little alibi there was. We'll get more into my thoughts on that, but this is what he's all pictured. So remember, he's seen this all come down. I think where Jeff's excited.
Michelle, how are your girls doing?
Where it's like he's been up. You know that meme where the dudes put it like he's seen it before.
Have you been posting on Reddit, Michelle? Are those your mannies I've been seeing?
Jeff's been up connecting.
Is that you?
He's like, I actually think you gotta listen to me, like that kind of a thing. Like he went down the rabbit hole. And what he came back with was, I could have been killed. I could have been set up.
I saw one of Jolene's mannies.
Okay, so the first thing is the California trip, and it's next.
So again, you had the parents always wanted Miami. I always wanted this. We're canceling this trip. I think that's how they operated. When do we need you in Miami? This week it's Donna. When it's Donna. Look, I need you down there. We can't go on that trip. What are you doing now? Just not.
All right, we're getting there. Then the filing. Ugh. My downstairs neighbors set up all the Halloween I already did mine, but they have like outdoor ones. So there's like a baby pumpkin with a grown up pumpkin. There's a giant spider they bought this year that his eyes light up. They put that out front on the bushes with like spider webs. You know the cobwebs you can buy. Those. Then we have like a big skeleton. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff, but they put it all out. It looks cute.
Asking very odd questions about him traveling. Now, luckily on this trip, Jeff got a flat tire, and so he was very quickly checked off the suspect list because there's video of him. There's evidence that he was not anywhere near the scene of the crime. My personal opinion is he was being groomed to take the fall and to throw suspicion off of them, and he was being used for this. And we'll hear
Oh, okay, Michelle.
manipulation and things of this nature, but he definitely.
Your neighbors too, Brandis? What put stuff out?
In June, these are just my impressions. There's 5 or 6 packs of chicken.
So she's in 9th grade.
Terrible romantic relationship because she was cheating on the time. But I wanted to give her
Because Dominic's in 9th grade too, and I think he likes it the most. He's liked school since before COVID, you know. I mean, the classes I think are more interesting for him. He's taking Italian. He's got the culinary for 2 periods a day. He's in algebra, biology. So you know, it's different than. Plus, now he has a girlfriend. Oh my God. I've never had a son with a girlfriend, you guys. It's almost like I'm in a new relationship, too. No, I wouldn't say that, but, you know, I just. This didn't work out too well. All right, there we go. I thought I was going to stick to it. Bottom up here. Look at this. See that? That's all right. I really just. Oh, no, because I'm not going to have the color. Hold on. Problem. I wonder if I can fix that by hand. I probably can. Let me do my thumb first. And plus, we're going to make these shorter, so. Hey, you guys doing your nails right now? Do you guys have plans today, or did you do anything fun over the weekend? When I went to my doctor's appointment the other day, I walked home and I was walking up this side street, and there were 2 pear trees, and the pears were all ripe. So I only picked 2 of them, but Dominic ate them both. There was an apple tree too, but with green apples, but I couldn't reach them. They were too high up for me.
That's huge red flag, okay? Like huge red flag. It's the same thing with Charlie where you see her think the only way I could see him getting girlfriends was if somebody was using him because he comes off as so skeezy. And now Charlie back in his day and Wendy as well, they're very attractive people. So I'm not trying to say like, oh, you know, whatever. But they're the type of people that from what I've seen at the beginning,
all right, I want to keep that nice and thin. Is it gonna be too thin?
On some level, I'm gonna pick up on something that I'm like,
nope, it should be good. Yeah, okay.
Like obviously this dude, Jeff, is like she's super attractive, she's super this, you know, blah, 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 blah. Charlie, we've seen some of the ladies that, you know, were going out with him. I'm not trying to say gold digger, but you know, definitely I think Charlie driving flashy cars and flashy.
Oh, we're gonna need that still.
Help people get past the ick if they were going to benefit from it, if that makes sense. So listening to him talk about these things one day, I was like, oh, this completely tracks. Completely tracks. This is what I would expect out of Wendy.
Janet, are you going on another vacation?
Relocation to Miami.
Jolene, you're starting to Manny?
I got stuck here. I didn't choose this. I can't stand it.
She loves biology. Biology was one of your favorite classes, Brandis? I was grossed out by it. We had to dissect a baby pig, a frog, a baby shark. It was gross. and my best friend, who was a girl, she was my biology partner. So we were both like, no, you do it. No, you grab the liver. I'm not touching it. You grab it, you know? Let's go to the bathroom and smoke a butt. Alrighty. Let's fix this one. So I'm just going to squirt a little bit of polygel down, and we'll just spread it and then hand file it.
There's no telling what was going on. So I 100% believe that Wendy knew what was going to happen. I don't think she was in on the details to the degree that Donna and Charlie were, because I feel like Donna and Charlie, and Harvey too as well, but especially Donna and Charlie, did everything for Wendy. They rescued Wendy, okay? They didn't view her as capable of doing anything for herself. It makes me wonder how raising the children is going for her. You know, listening to the way that Jeff describes her, and then seeing how Donna and Charlie did everything. I'm like, is she able to do that? They talk about her like she's this emotionally broken, arrested development at age 14 kind of a person. So with Jeff, do I believe him? Yes, I believe him. I think he's excitable because I think this is an excitable situation. And I think it's almost like he's throwing out all this information here. Do I think that he was like overly smitten with Wendy? Yes, like I'm trying to look at both sides. I think he was overly smitten.
All right, let me just cure that and then we can file it. I'm going to trim them next and then we'll file from there.
Absolutely, because a lot of people feel a certain way about Wendy, and that is that she should be charged. And again, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know if that will happen, but I definitely knew what was going to take place, and like Harvey knew what was going to take place. So that being said, I want to say thank you again to True Crime Metrics for allowing me to use this video for our video here at the Sofa Squad. So be sure and check them out. There's stuff down in the description below. Let me know what you think about this. Do you believe Jeff? What is the most like?
So I will say though, no Kings 2. There's another protest planned October 19th. I feel like we shouldn't even wait that long. I feel like we should be protesting all the time. Okay. It looks so wonky. This is alcohol. Clean the inhibition layer off of these. All right, so next, get out of there. All right.
What are you gonna get this time? Get Domino's $9.99 best deal ever before it's gone.
Janet, where you going?
Probably not exercising much. She's just sitting around.
Oh, wow.
It's like calling up to her. And so there's a certain level where it's like,
Oh, bye, Brandis. That's awesome, Janice. How long? Janice, because of Brandis. How long you guys going for? This one's a little long.
I don't want to take, like, pretending I diabetes, but I don't want it. I cut off all my medication. We're gonna coast. Okay, we're gonna coast out these last few years here. We're living wild.
Here, file.
I just got on my bed and just make sure they get course. Like, it's just why? Like, why would you want that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I don't get into. Some of these cases where they're like behind her or the death penalty. Well, I'm begging for it. I would like to think, obviously, it's easy for me to suffer with my uncle Joel. You to sit here and say, oh, I'm begging for me doing this, but I mean, I just look at the situation. I'm like, why would you want to live like that? Right? I do the Ivy corners. I'd be like, can exhaust on this hill, take parking. You know that's scary that. It's a better outcome than spending the rest of your day doing that. But anyway, we're off on a tangent now. So that's it. So let me know what you think about the comment section below. The parts of the trying to cover, like leading up to or whatever. Let me know in the comment section. We'll be streaming this.
That looks good.
Channel, and then I'll like some updates over here, maybe updates for the truck, this kind of quick things that I do for daily stuff or whatever, right? And we'll see if justice is served in the next chapter in the Eagles, and I think there might be one or two more chapters left in this
I got a hangnail right here.
So we shall see. If you're still on there, I appreciate it. If you just got some little weird philosophical, little weird stuff in the conversation, I do appreciate it. And while you're down here doing all that work, I appreciate that. Would be good. Please do a little set of super Roscoe. Don't move the Sofa Squad. Wild Place Hangout. How about that? And Charlie. All these different stuff like that.
I'm not gonna do a file on my nails like this. I'm gonna trim the sidewalls a little, but this one it's like thick in the bottom. I spend so much time thinning it at like the free edge when I'm doing the polygel in the dual form that once I trim them, it's like always ends up being thicker, like in the middle part. And then there's been times I've done them too thin before, and it just pops right off, or the polygel will break right at the end of your finger, you know. Thin that out, okay. You guys hear we're bailing out Argentina? Their government has a dictator and they're bankrupt. So we're giving them, I think, 20 billion. Maybe it's more than that, but it's some astronomical number. It's funny that we have the money to bail out Argentina, right? Not healthcare, though. But it's because Trump likes this guy, this dictator guy. All right, let's see if I can do something easier with these. That took a long time to file, but these are thicker than I anticipated them to be. I guess I didn't file them down as much as I wanted to. God.
That's so fun. This is Paul. This is a little round pillow. I mean, Paul, you're to the channel. You're not to the channel. We'll get what money to do. So, y'all, we're finishing up here. Now, by the time you're seeing this, like, the defense is closing. It did happen. But I'm just trying to catch up with everything and whatnot. And also be sure to listen, like, about ABC, all these regions, like, we're actually in the courtroom. They're listening to on like one on the account or whatever. So you should check them out. All the screen here for you to explore your
Do I Oh, wow, Janet. Do I prefer a hand file over an e-file? Yes, I do. I will use an e-file for cuticle work. Sometimes I'll use it to file down my polygel, but this is my right hand. I'm not good with my e-file using my left hand. So I just feel more comfortable with the hand file. And definitely, obviously, for shaping my nails, yes.
Did not intend to kill or cause serious injury to her guest. And he followed that up with, if either of these are a reasonable possibility, the jury must find Patterson not guilty. That's the law. So there's some other stuff here in the States as well. What I did is reasonable possibilities couldn't just happen. Now, many would then try to tear apart the prosecution's case. Basically say, you know what, they were they were, we want to talk about this, we don't want to talk about that, and essentially made their argument on the parts that is their argument, right? That's kind of how it is. Now, they were mentioned. There's also some incommunicable truths to the prosecution ever. One of those examples would be that Prabal had inappropriate and honestly mistaken memories. And we're going to say that
There we go.
some details get emphasized, others get minimized. This is just part of the human. That he also asked the jury to go back to the whole time where they themselves might have told a story to a group of people, and then it was like recounted differently later. Now, the context that he was kind of like selling this person to them was about the testimony of kind of action. Do you remember that was a nurse who said that Erin mentioned the kids to be Wellington when she first showed up at the hospital? Now, Mandy would refer to this as the imperfect evidence because he's like, look, quote, this is not supported by other medical witnesses.
Janet, you going for like 8 days? I mean, 12 days or a short week? Wait, less than a week or longer than a week?
Now, I want to set this sidebar here for a second now because I'll forget, honestly. This is the part about this that my personal opinion on this. Okay, if she had made one big Wellington and that happened, 100% got it. But because she made an individual, like,
All right.
now, if it had been one, we would probably not even be here, right? This could have very well been passed off as, oh my gosh. Anyway, just get enough laughs. Let's keep going. Now, Mandy would go on to say about that. And he was
I feel like this is wide. I don't know. Whatever. Just leave it. That polygel off my skin.
As jurors and judges, you have to put your natural human emotions to one side, end quote. Now, Mandy would also talk about the whole motive, right? Even what the prosecution did not have to prove motive. However, quote, one element of the offense of murder is the intention to kill or cause serious injury. They have to prove
All right.
proof of a motive or the fact of a motive can be very important to the intention, end quote. Now, the defense would also say that the prosecution was basically just
You know what? I think I should take. I'm gonna take the e-file and just. I want to thin out underneath these nails. I feel like it will be easier for me to file if I just take care of this right away. I already did a few nails like this, and it's really bothering me. All right. Oh, I'm going after my actual real nail under here too. It's gone. I have no choice. It's long, my nails. I have to get rid of them. To thin these out. Like that's my nail right there. Maybe I'm going too slow. Okay. Oh, it's better. Wonder how Aaliyah's doing. Have you guys heard from her? All right, let's see if we can. Let's see.
Several days of calls and all of that did right and opening herself up to the scrutiny of the whole world. Now, when first day of closing, of course, so and spoke to many people afterwards. At one point, that conversation was more than 21 people in 24 hours, so it was difficult to remember what she told each person. End quote. Now, on that note, I feel like this tried-true thing here. If you're telling the truth, you don't have to remember what.
Remember, this was the finger that broke. Was it? No, it was this one. And we had to add more polygel to it. Not finger, fingernail.
The prosecution has invited you to detail what you would do in the situation if this was really a horrible accident. They were asking you to engage in activity that can be seductive, but is flawed because it is based on hindsight reasoning, which in a way shifts the burden of proof
A little bit of polygel kind of seeped out through the top at the cuticle. That's what I'm just kind of getting rid of there. Just smooth out that area we had. Okay.
This is proof that it's not made up, not fabricated. These had an interest in mushrooms at exactly the same time that the biologist Thomas May said his interest in mushrooms was becoming more popular. Quote. Now, on that note, he was like, this whole testing on searches about different mushrooms, those were just idle curiosity. In regard to the time spent that she was looking at this phenomenon, he said this was just a passing attention rather than an abiding interest. Now, remember, her search history shows that,
Okay.
pages, but you're only visited for like a few seconds. And then Mandy would state there's not one scrap of evidence in her Patterson saw Naturalist dead cat pose, and no evidence that Patterson returned to the Naturalist website after May 2022. End quote. Now, this is a quick bullet point type stuff here, right? So the defense said that Aaron Patterson made the first move to apologize after an argument over getting a late invitation to Gail's 70th birthday party. Remember that whole thing that went down? She's like, dude, why you whatever. So the defense is like, this proves, at least for that there's no way.
Oh my God, this one's so short. Way shorter than it should have been. Look at the difference. Oh God. I messed that one up. Oh well. I'm not changing it. It's staying.
These people the Pattersons are always polite in their exchanges. Aaron's being honest about how she was feeling. That might have been a little bit confronting for them. It wasn't rude, it wasn't aggressive, just getting them correct. They would also say, not really acceptable. Acting one way to Simon and his family and another side to all my friends. He was like, Aaron's very straightforward, right? And then he would also say this quote, it's obvious to you that when she's upset on something, she voices it to the people she's upset with. She's not hiding it, she's not pretending that she's okay, she's expressing that, end quote. I mean, on that, I'll say quickly, I mean, on some level, yes, he's right, she does do that, but from what I have seen so far, again, was I there? No. Was I in the courtroom? No.
Polygel stuck on my skin.
But to me, what I view is
There we go. All right.
a lot of weird emotional manipulation on her part that goes on before she's backed into a corner of some sort or cools down. And here's one thing too that I'll say, because I mean, I can be here like, oh really? Well, we never would get that, right? I can be emotional. I can be
It's okay. Just grab the bag of snakes. Bag. Or that bag. The lowest prices of any national grocery store.
Oh, I keep getting these ads. Join ICE with bonuses up to $50,000, student loan forgiveness, and amazing benefits. Allocate more money to ICE than you do the Marines, so you can have your own personal Gestapo who doesn't take an oath to the Constitution, but to you.
emotional. I can be dramatic.
Too bad my husband has morals.
Recognizes
Otherwise, he'd be going.
let's just kill everybody with mushroom. It's not talking about it, right? But like just in general, where it's like I'll have an emotional reaction and okay, here we are. But like I'm not thinking clearly because I'm
I get these ads every day.
makes sense. And so
Pisses me off too.
act like I recognize this pattern. And that's why I say things like
Oh, I'm so mad what I did to this nail. It's so short.
start off
It's like a little kid nail. Oh well. Gotta live with that.
Really sorry about this and won't do it again. You should probably be a woman, right? But I feel like I just see that. Okay, obviously this is extreme. So for the defense to sit there and get their job, I would want a defense attorney to get them out of trouble, right? So I get that, okay? However, it's almost like the defense is doing what they're saying the prosecution's doing. Each side doesn't say anything, right? Whereas the defense is being like, no, she technically apologized, so she's an even keel person. It's like, well, no, she gets the apology. We went through all this. That whole imitation over the birthday party, that was insanity. That was an glimpse into something. So if you take that whole instance of rejection to, oh,
All right, let's see.
truly ending, and I'm losing all these people, and all these people lose me. That's powerful stuff right there. For somebody that has that level of fear of rejection, and it could be just powerful enough to do something like make everybody sick and nurse them back to health, or
If anybody wants the link to this diamond band, that's $40. Let me know. I'll send it to you.
now about Facebook group chats and all that stuff, right? And the defense would say a distraction.
He's got a full diamond eternity band, 3mm. It's $200, but I mean, when you get it on sale, if you were to wait and get it on sale, you probably could get it for like 140 or close to that. But that's a crazy price for a diamond. Crazy good price. I can't believe I just filed all that shit. I can't believe all that dust. All right, let me catch up on comments and hit my vape. We are going to put a top coat, this flaky Aurora top coat over it. I don't know what happened up here. But there's like a little piece of polygel missing. See that right there in the corner? I don't know what happened to it.
I legit feel like this was probably out and down amongst the guests or whatever, like to themselves, especially they talk beforehand. It was probably like this, like pretend like the victim's girlfriend or whatever. You know, such a lie.
Oh, thank you, Jolene. It looks fine.
Bless her heart.
Janet, that's going to be awesome.
There's some kind of thing she wants to talk about.
That's going to be awesome. All right. So what I'm going to do, as you can see here, this is, I want to say I got it off of Temu, and I probably paid $1 or $2 for it. Maybe I got it. No, I really want to say Temu. It's just the brand is Color C, like Color SY, Aurora top coat. I didn't open the whole thing because I didn't want it to leak. So I do the same thing with like spider gels. And I have a brush right here. So let's reach in and I'm just gonna paint it on.
Baby stuff, right? Because he is right. You could be a pathological liar, but that doesn't make you a murderer. You could be a murderer and most honest, God-fearing human being never told a lie in your life, but you've got 10 bodies underneath your porch, right? I mean, that's the thing about life. It's very complicated. It's very nuanced. And I find the internet in general has kind of like conditioned us to not get those nuances that we get in life, right? So it's just like this whole narrative of like, look, you should do this, there you go. It's like, no, people in life is way more complex than the narratives that are being spun. It is what it is, but it's just frustrating. So I'm like,
You do want to pay attention that you don't have anything too thick in one spot because it will make your nail shape look wonky. Like if you have a little bit of a thicker gel at the side of your nail, it can cause a little bulge. Okay, but these are coming out good. I did have me on my left hand though over here. I see a little gel in the corner over here. I just want to get that out. Okay.
When they're sitting there dying in the hospital, they're thinking about how Aaron is, right? So I'm not trying to negate it down to, or dwindle it down to like, oh, they just can't. No, but I think Aaron knew how to manipulate the situation to get authentically caring people into our lair. Now, many would go on and on about whether Aaron told the guest she had a cancer diagnosis or suspected cancer, and this went back and forth, It was very much who's on first, who's on say that whole vibe, right? Now let's go back to the whole Asian grocer thing. Mandy would still quote, it is very probable that Patterson dog trying mushrooms from an Asian grocer was for account of the packaging was consistent with those sold in those stores. Again, I think it's two things can be true at one time. Just because it's specific to that doesn't mean that happened. She probably already knew that or could have stopped it one somewhere else to see what they're like. Moving on.
That little thing's gonna bother me. But and they are a little shorter, but it's okay.
In this case, if you learn something from true crime by following it, this is one of them, right? So he said, quote, it's unlikely Harris will buy the hydrator. She only required it to be going to lunch.
I really like this
Much more likely to be a
this Aurora top coat, the type of container it's in like this. I've had it for a while and it just seems like it's thicker than other top coats, you know what I mean? So, like, I have gel polishes that I've had for a couple years and they settle, they separate and stuff. But something like this doesn't.
You could dispose of and be done with it after it was finished, and then preferably clean up all that then.
I don't know what makes it like thicker like that. I don't know.
He said he was seriously mistaken in evidence.
It's, says there's 8 grams of it.
Possible that her phone could be in the area. So
All right, let me just clean off my brush. And then we're going to top coat our nails. And we'll be done.
Yeah, the pains can all be a little bit different, but come on, when you start adding up all the things, this is what I'm talking about with the nuances and whatnot. Now, and you can also accuse the prosecution of
I have some top.
would use this phone example and you say, quote, during trial, the court heard that event-based monitoring data from mobile phone notes
So, Janet, when are you leaving?
connected to towers near where the death cap mushrooms grew. However, the limitation of this analysis.
When did you say Friday or Wednesday?
Data for a handful of days. It's 23 days out of 500. Now, as all this is like finishing up, doing his thing, day 2, whatever, he would reiterate a few key points to all the jurors. He said Dr. Thomas May said it was often difficult to identify death cap mushrooms, and he stated it's quite possible, obviously, that a person might take death cap mushrooms instead of the other mushrooms they're accustomed to. Now, also May would restate that the prosecution was alleging that Ms. Patterson also intended to kill her husband, and that it's absurd as the consequences of such an act would be far too severe for herself and for her children. There's no possible prospect that Aaron wanted to destroy her whole world, her whole life. Now, about the plates, the different plates and all that type of stuff, he said that Aaron was basically
All right.
taken over those plates. He said
Peachy colored. I kind of like it. This looks more pink. This looks more peach. Is it just me? I don't know. My hand's so dry right now. All right. In the lamp for a minute.
We don't know what she did behind the scenes. You know she had this.
I gotta walk to the dispensary today. Oh my God, it's already 1 o'clock. Holy crap. You leave Friday and you come back on a Wednesday. Okay. Michelle, I haven't talked to Christy. She texted me like 5 or 6 days ago and I haven't responded. How awful of me, right? I plan to respond to her. I don't know what I'm gonna say though.
Now, this is contrary to what the prosecution wants to believe. He said her estimate was not contradicted by other witnesses. It was an exact estimate and would be difficult to measure. After all, how would you know if he ate exactly half or not? My client was never asked how much.
Maybe I do know.
If she had, the prosecution would have
All right.
used an example of incriminating
Hey, I need cuticle oil so bad.
Aaron did get sick later that day. Obviously, her symptoms were milder than others that started earlier, and there is an explanation for this. Patterson was tasting the mushroom paste with the Fullington while she was cooking the meal. At least a few hours before her guests ate it, he asked they not discount her age and weight as possible factors in her not getting as sick as her guests. Then he would go all out and put out to the jury like, this is how much she weighs at the time of the lunch, whatever, and was significantly younger than her guests. He's basically like, look, she's overweight, this is how much she weighs. She was younger, she was just over there. Then put her way out there like that. Like, she was just absolutely under that table. I can see the narrative where he's going with that. To be like, look, she's heavier, she's younger, she's gonna react differently. It's a good argument, but Aaron was like,
Okay, that's good.
Now then, about that whole pesky discharging or something, and he talks about that as she arrived, she was thinking like, oh, maybe fluids, was gases, stuff, whatever, and she wasn't prepared to be admitted and transferred and all that, right? Now, at this point, again,
Oh, I should have just did a dip mani. It would have been so much faster.
if you're showing up, oh, I'm just gonna do this, that, fine.
Some cuticle oil.
That he also said she's not refusing treatment. She was saying that there were things she needed to do before she was admitted to transfer. She was struggling to process what she had been told, right? And he continued.
But like all the things I used to love to do, I like
Now I get his argument.
don't want to do anymore, you guys.
This is where I think that
Like
she does something and then it went off script. Whatever the plan was, it went off script numerous times and it would be rewritten.
you know, I felt like this before too, but like if I could just go to sleep and, you know, just sleep the rest of my life away, it would just be so much easier.
So this is about the son saying like she was drinking coffee, it wasn't tea, that whole situation, right? And he would bring the son's testimony into question, he would ask the jurors.
I freaking feel guilty as hell for even bringing Dominic into this world now. If I knew it was going to be like this. What happened here?
She's probably panicking. She's probably literally like that alone would make me completely sick, right? Now,
All right, I might have. Whatever. I'm not surprised that my left hand came out better than my right hand. I was already wearing 2 layers of polygel on my right hand, but I'm a little, I wanted them to be a little longer, you know what I mean? I wanted them to be more like this length and see the difference, right? There's a difference, so. But whatever, they'll grow. It's only polygel, I can redo it if I want to waste another 2 hours. Took me 2 hours to do one hand, god damn it. They're still like kind of thicker than I'd like, but there's not really much I can file away under there because they're so short. I can't really get up under there with this, you know. All right. Sorry about that. I bumped the camera. Thanks, guys, for being here. I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't really talk that much. You know, as I've gotten older, I've gotten colder. Older and colder. Like, you know, when I was younger, I was way more emotional. I would cry way more. And now it's like, you know, the things that I would cry, that would make me cry, I don't cry anymore. It's kind of like I've already been through so much bad shit that there's not a lot that can touch that, what I've gone through already. So things just don't, like for a while, I even asked my social worker, am I a sociopath? Because I don't cry like I used to, you know what I mean? That, yeah, I really like thought that, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God. She's like, no, that's not what that means. But I am not, depression's changed me, you know, like how I see the world, how I see people, how I react to people, how I internalize things. So like say somebody says something to me, my mind automatically goes for like the negative aspect. Like how can not like how can I turn it into a negative, but just automatically think something negative. Like maybe the person's saying something and they're trying to say, maybe they're telling me something about somebody else, but I think, oh, they're trying to tell me without telling me. Or I don't know. When I was younger, remember when that song by Bobby Farron came out, Don't Worry, Be Happy? Don't worry, be happy now. That was like my song because I was always like just in a happy mood, and it's funny how I don't know. It's just how life has ruined me, I guess, right? Yes. Jolene, you lie.
This case is like a jigsaw puzzle, and you cannot force pieces together.
Yeah, I know about dissociation and stuff. That's what but yeah, like I mean, I've even like imagined in my head to myself like getting news, like horrible news, and thinking, I don't even think I would cry over that, I mean, who knows, I mean, you never know, like in the moment, right, when you're hit with something, but like thinking in my head, and honestly, I think it's just because of everything, like I don't know, maybe it's hormonal, maybe it's what I've gone through. But for 5 years, I've been obsessed with dip powder nails, and now I'm like, I could take it or leave it. I don't know what's wrong with me. But nails are nails, you know what I mean? Wait, what matters to me is you guys, You guys are what matter to me. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow and do a live tomorrow. Maybe we'll dip this hand. I don't know. They might be fat as fuck though if I dip them. They're already pudgy. Maybe we'll just file off the flaky and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, they're so short. I don't know. I'm not used to them. Now I'm like, oh, if I come back tomorrow, what am I even gonna do? I'll put my feet up right here and I'll do a pedicure. I don't know. I'll do something on my nails. I'll come back tomorrow. We'll continue this conversation then. Aw, thanks, Janet. Yes, one day at a time. All right, well, let's plan on tomorrow. Maybe I'll just show you guys my jewelry. Maybe we'll just have a therapy session. Maybe I'll put something on my nails. We'll figure it out. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you all. Thank you, moderators, and anybody who shared any advice and with me. And thank you so much for listening and being here. I love you guys. Bye.
Sort of a schedule, but just be sure to check out the screen. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to follow me around,